Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to mod your Sega Saturn. You're going to need a Modchip, you're going to need a soldering iron, a screwdriver, you're going to need a wire cutter, solder. Here's some things that I recommend that you have to make sure you can troubleshoot later on. Of course, you're going to need your backup game, but you might as well have an original copy. You should also get some sort of import enabler. The first thing that you're going to want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what the Sega Saturn is going to look like. You can see right here it says JVC, and here's the 32 pin. We are going to put this Phantom Universal mod chip right about here. We're also going to need to run power from one of these corners to the power supply board over here. We have to solder this point and the middle point together. Since this mod chip works with all Sega Saturns, there's just a couple of different modifications that you have to make it work. They send you 2 ribbon cables, so this is a 21 pin and this is a 20 pin. I'm assuming that this one worked with the Model 1. Then what you're going to need to do is take some of that 30 gauge wire and put it onto one of these 5-volt spots. You could also use this point down here on the bottom. So either one of these will work. Then you're going to solder this wire from the mod chip to the second to the top post. Great stuff. Okay, so I put that electrical tape just to hold it down because this cable's kind of long, and as is this one. And so there's going to be a little bit of a struggle to put the case on. Now I'm going to put the top end of the case back on. Great stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to test with a real game and a burnt copy. Keep in mind, if you want to play import games, you're going to want to get an import enabler like this. Something that kind of made it challenging for me to get this mod to work right is that the backup that I had didn't actually work. So I was plugging things in, taking things out, plugging things in, taking things out, and I was trying to wrap my head around, well, what was actually happening? What was the issue? The issue is that my copy of Resident Evil was burnt incorrectly, or it was, corrupted or something like that. So I kept on using that one model, and I was plugging things in and taking things out. So there's a couple of ways that you can test if your backup works before you put the mod chip in. One of the ways that you can do that is with the swap trick. Now with the Model 2, that's really hard, but with the Model 1, it's not that bad. So you can do the swap trick. You can also run it through an emulator. That can work too. All right, I've got the Sega Saturn put together. It's back on my shelf, and we're gonna test a regular game and see if the CD drive still works. If it does still work, we're gonna try a backup game, and here we go. As a little side note, I am running my Sega Saturn off of a SCART cable. SCART, and then I'm doing SCART to HDMI, and that is how I have it set up. Good, so Daytona USA works. No problem there. This next one is going to be Panzer Dragoon Saga, and I am actually pretty excited about this one. Great stuff. This is the intro video. So it looks like this mod worked. Awesome. So I'm going to be modding a Model 1 Sega Saturn here pretty soon. And yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you.